Hello everyone, this is Namrata. Hope you all are doing good and staying safe. This video session is a continuation session related to Salesforce Inspector. We will mainly concentrate on how you can make use of Salesforce Inspector to do the data import or the data export. In our earlier video session, we have covered in detail like what is Salesforce Inspector, what is the purpose of it, how can you install this inspector as a Chrome browser, Chrome extension, and then we got into our demo. There are various things that can be performed using the Salesforce Inspector, like you can download the metadata. It is mainly used to inspect the data and the metadata, and a lot of different, if you wanted to know the org API, org limits, you can also do it using the inspector. Let's see today, mainly we'll see how you can do the data import and the export using the Salesforce Inspector. So if you remember, we had a session related to data loader, right? Using the data loader, we can do the data import. If you wanted to do the export, you can do it using the data loader. We will see how same functionalities or similar functionalities can be achieved using the Salesforce Inspector. So I have already opened my Salesforce Inspector. Um, if you're watching this video for the first time, I would request you to watch my previous video session wherein I have covered how you can install the Chrome extension, that is Salesforce Inspector as a Chrome extension. So here you see on the right hand side you have this Salesforce Inspector. Click on it and click on data export. So when you click on this data export, you will see this query editor. This is a place wherein you should be writing your query. So let's start with a basic query. Select ID, name from case. For now, I'm using the case. Here you can see all the list of objects which starts with case. It is showing me here. I'm using this case object. Now here, if you wanted to make you add few more fields, because it is not, it is at times it is very difficult to remember what is the label name or what and all of the different fields that exist on the case object, right? This Salesforce Inspector is very clever enough. It will give me the list of all the fields which are available on the case object. Suppose if you wanted to know the business unit, what is the, let's use, what is the case number, what are the comments, and if you wanted to use any other fields, if you click on this plus arrow, plus button, it will give me all the list of fields: follow up, escalated reasons, last modified by. Likewise, what and all of the different fields are needed, you can use those fields. And once you are done with writing down your entire query, let me increase the font, sorry about that. Click on export. You don't have this name, right? No such column, last modified by. Why? Okay, let's never mind. We just need to know how can you use the Salesforce Inspector to do the data query, right? Export. So this is how you can make use of the Salesforce Inspector to do the export of data from the Salesforce. If you wanted to copy the, if you want to copy it in the Excel format, you can do it. If you want to copy it in the CSV format, you can do it in even in the JSON. That is possible. So here it clearly tells me that there are 115 case records, and if you have any values, it will give me the value over here. Because if you remember in my previous session, for this specific case, I went ahead and updated using the Salesforce Inspector. So that is something which you can do it here. So that's how you can use the Salesforce Inspector to do the export operation. Now let us see how you can make use of the Salesforce Inspector to do the data import. Let's go back, or I think from here directly I can do. Let's click on data import. So data import, here it is asking me what and all are the different actions that you want to perform. If you wanted to do insert, update, upsert, or delete. So you remember all of this is something which you have seen it in the data loader as well, right? So let's see how you can insert it. If I just walk you through on the insert, rest of things is something which is self-learned. You can do it by yourself. On the account, let's use the account. If you wanted to use Excel or CSV, here the data, you just have to place the data. So I already have this. I am using this name because name is mandatory, right? Just copy it and paste the data over here. So invalid field name, skip. Let us see whether I will be able to import the data or not. It is not getting mapped. Let's see. Required fields name. That is what I have given, right? Let us get just the name. Yeah. So here on the right hand side, you see the field mapping, right? So it is mapped to the name on the account. And what is the account record that we are going to insert? It is Salesforce Inspector Demo 1. So click on the import. Here it says it is just queued and click on import. As soon as you click on import, it tells me that the record got inserted successfully. Whether it is success or it is failed, it will provide me the details over here. And it is also giving me the ID, record ID of that specific record. So I can click here and view the record in Salesforce. It should navigate me to the record which just got inserted using the Salesforce Inspector. Here is the record. Salesforce Inspector. Nothing much I have updated it, right? It was just created some time back. So that's how you can make use of the Salesforce Inspector in order to insert, or if you wanted to do any kind of actions, you can do it using the Salesforce Inspector. If you wanted to update, you can update it. If you wanted to make use of upsert, you can do it. If you want to delete any record, that is also something possible. Let's see if you can delete this record or not. Since it is delete, it is asking me the field mapping has no ID column. So let's add the ID here and give the ID of the record we have. Let's go back, get the ID of that account, update it in our CSV file, copy this, go back to the Salesforce Inspector, do the data import. Here we are trying to do the delete. Same, Control V. Try to import. Deleted. It's okay, you can just skip this. Let's go back and verify whether the record got deleted successfully or not. Here you see the record is deleted. You can also view it using, if you can, the deleted records can be viewed from the recycle bin. Let's go to the recycle bin. Here you see this record got deleted successfully, and it is also giving me the deleted date. So that is how you can make use of various tools which are available. This is one of the most widely used and commonly used tool by most of us advanced developers, and you can easily do a lot of different actions as I was explaining earlier. So that's all we have for today's video session. Until we come up with our next video session, please to take care of yourself. Signing off, yours Namrata Kalyala. Bye bye.